What is up, McManus MMA fam? Today we're going to be going through my entire thoughts and predictions on UFC 323, Marab versus Petr Yan 2. We're going to start from the very first early prelim all the way up to the main card and to the main title fights. So kicking off the entire night is going to be Muhammad Naimov versus Myron Santos. This is a tricky fight. I've kind of been fence-sitting this a little bit when I've been looking into these guys and watching these past fights. I'm leaning just a little bit towards Santos on this one. I don't know if I think that this will be a finish. I think that Santos will win this by decision. Just based on these guys' records and these last couple fights, especially for Muhammad, I watched the Lima fight and then I watched the Grad fight, and it's very interesting. I don't think either of these guys will finish. I think that this will just kind of be I think this will kind of be a scrap in a way. I think that these guys will just yeah, I think this will be just a stand and bang kind of fight, but I don't think this will be a finish. And if there is, I think it'll be a TKO, just like against the fence. Yeah, I'm leaning towards Santos on this fight, but I'm not like 100% confident. I'm kind of fence sitting. So, but I'm gonna go with Santos. I'm going with Myron Santos on this fight for the first early prelim of the night. Moving on, we've got Mansour Abdul Malik versus Antonio Tricoli. I'm going with Abdul Malik on this one. I think Abdul Malik. Uh, if you haven't, please go watch that his Nick Klein fight. Go watch that fight, dude. This guy just has cannon hands. I know his last fight ended in a draw against Scotty Brundage, but listen, I think this dude has the power to do it, and Tricoli's on a two-fight losing streak, getting submitted and getting his ass knocked out by Shar Bullet, who I don't rate super high, but yeah, I'm going with Abdul Malik by KO on this one, either in the first round or late second round finish for Mansour Abdul Malik. Moving on, bro. This one I've had a little bit of trouble with too. Both these guys, I mean, we've got one guy who's never fought in the UFC other than his Contender Series win, which was great. That was an insane win. The 20-second KO in the first round. That was crazy. And he's on like a 5 or 4 fight finish streak. I think most of them are KOs. This dude's crazy. And Ibu Aislan, dude, I want him to win, but bro, the Billy Elikana loss and the Kutelaba loss. But before that, he was on a nice little streak. So this is going to be a knockout or get knocked out fight. Honestly, I think this is going to be a guaranteed finish. I think one of these guys is getting put to sleep. But I'm gonna lean for Iwu here. I'm leaning Iwu. I know it's his first fight in the actual UFC, and for that reason, I kind of want to see it happen. He's younger by just like 2 years or something like that. He's got a little bit of a size difference, but not by much. Like the reach difference is a little. I don't know. It doesn't say it on here, but I've got in my notes that he's like a 73 reach, and it's a difficult reach. But you know, I think I gotta go with Iwu on this one. But again, I've been trying not to fence it too hard, but this is a knockout or get knocked out fight. This is a guaranteed finish fight, 100% guaranteed finish. Moving on to something that I also think, bro, come on, what the hell is happening with Edson Barbosa, bro? Genuinely, what is happening with my man? Did he like? I don't know. Did he rip ass and like crop dust Dana White or something? Why is he fighting Jalen Turner, bro? Genuinely, why is he fighting Jalen Turner? Hold on, let me take a swig of water so I can think about this. I know Jalen Turner's record is really spotty right now. The Bahu Mondays loss, the GOAT Money Moicano loss, Dan Hooker, Mateus Gamrot, but he knocked Bobby Green's ass out. So is everybody, though. But Edson Barbosa, like, I know Jalen Turner is known for just, like, fumbling so hard. This should be an easy KO for him. I know Edson Barbosa has quite the chin, but, like, I don't. I just can't, man. I can't. I can't do it, bro. I can't root for Edson. I mean, I'm rooting for Edson Barbosa, but I can't in full confidence say that Edson Barbosa is going to win this fight. if Jalen Turner flukes this and like fumbles this so hard and Edson Barbosa actually gets a win over Jalen Turner, that would be ridiculous. That would actually be ridiculous. I would love to see it. Like, Edson Barbosa's he's up there in age, man. He's he's I think if he gets knocked out, which I think is the possibility I'm going with here. I think I'm going with Jalen Turner by KO in the second round, maybe late second. Um, if Jalen Turner knocks him out, I can see Edson Barbosa retiring. This is kind of one of those old head fights where you're like, come on, man, like, what the hell, man? Putting the old dog in, Michael Vick's throwing a younger dog at him. It's like, oh, come on, man, like, really, damn, man. I'm going with Jalen Turner by knockout on this one. It kind of hurts to say that because I do love Edson Barbosa, but it just hasn't he hasn't had that anymore, bro. It's time, bro. It's time. But if Jalen Turner fumbles this and he actually loses this fight to Edson Barbosa by decision, you're washed, buddy. You're kicked from the UFC. Welcome to the Apex for the rest of your life, buddy. That's all I have to say. Moving on, bro. I don't know what the hell the odds are doing by being in Marvin Vettori's favor. Guys, Marvin Vettori is washed. He's washed. He's only gotten worse over time. He's getting beat to shit by Roman Dolidze. Bro, come on. I know he's on a little bit. He took a break and he came back and now he's I thought he was moving weight too. I could be wrong. I might be thinking of somebody else, but dude, he's not. It's not gonna happen. And I don't even like Bruno Ferreira that much. I don't think Bruno Ferreira is that good. But I just think Marvin Vettori is just he's fallen off, man. He's just fallen off. What I can see happening. Well, okay. First of all, yeah, okay. What I can see happening. I think Marvin Vettori. So if you look back at some of these Bruno Ferreira wins, he gets these TKOs, like in the center of the octagon when they're clinching. They'll like shoot a takedown or go for it, and he'll just like ground and pound. I mean, they're not even on the ground, but he's just smashing these dudes up when they're trying to take him down, or in like kind of a compromising position against him in the middle of the octagon. So that's what I think is going to happen. I think Marvin Vettori might shoot a single leg here or something, and then Bruno Ferreira just pounds the shit out of him. No Diddy shit, but seriously, like pounds the shit out of him in the middle of the ring. That's what I think is going to happen. I think Bruno Ferreira is going to knock or TKO Marvin Vettori in this fight. I mean, I would love to be wrong. I would love to be wrong, but that's just what I can see happening. I can't. I don't know. Marvin Vettori, he's got to. I think it's time, man. I think it's time. I think it's time. I just. I love the memes. I love all the trolls and stuff like that, but I can't see it happening, man. I can't see it happening. Prove me wrong. Please prove me wrong. Moving on to the actual prelims. So starting the prelims off, we've got Nazem Sadikov versus Farisium. Dude, this is another one. This is a damn good fight, honestly. Excuse me, bro. I'm so thirsty. I don't know what happens when I start recording. My mouth starts getting so dry. I'm leaning towards Sadikov on this one. If you just look at his last couple fights, I know the Terrence McKinney submission, and the two TKOs, or the KO and the TKO on Bonfim and Mata. Those, I think that's what I'm looking at here. This dude's got good wrestling. He's got good hands, and Ziem, he's taking decision. So if Sadikov does not finish this fight, he's winning this fight by decision. That's my prediction. I think that he has the style to mix it up everywhere he needs to go. So, but again, I don't see Ziem. I think that I don't know if Sadikov is going to go for ground here. I wouldn't be surprised if Ziem starts, because he's mainly a kickboxer. I'd be surprised if like he gets cracked or something and then goes for a takedown. But I see him. I don't want to say smudge, but I just think that yeah, man. I don't know. I'm going with Sadikov on this one. I'm going with Sadikov by TKO or by you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna say finish. I'm gonna fence it. I'm just gonna say finish. I'm going Sadikov by finish. Dude, I don't want to keep saying the second round, but I do. I think I do. I think I'm going to say the second round again. I think he's going to finish Faraziem in the second round. Moving on, fight of the night material here. Macy Barber versus Caroline Silva. Dude, I really I don't like being mean and naughty and like putting down the WMMA community or whatever, but I don't give a shit about this fight, bro. I think Macy Barber's gonna win by decision. There, I said it, guys. I said it. I, this is I make it a banger. Ladies, put on a good show. Make it a banger. But for right now, I'm just. What the fuck tattoo is this on Silva's leg? I thought that looks like a dick with a hat, bro. Or is it a capybara? I don't know what. Please, can you see that as clear as I can? I don't know, but please look at that. Tell me what the hell that tattoo is, bro. If that looks like a dick in a hat or a fish in a hat, I don't know what the hell that is. Whatever it is, you're losing the fight, pal. You're losing the fight. I just think Macy Barber's gonna win this fight by decision. Put it out in the air. Put it out in the air. Moving on, bro. This is a guaranteed finish as well, bro. This is another guaranteed finish. The style that both these dudes have, this is fucking damn good matchmaking, man. What's going to happen is if Terrence McKinney always starts out super hot. I love this guy. He starts out super hot. And if he gets out of like the second round, or he gets out of the first round, he slows down tremendously. So I think Terrence McKinney either knocks out or submits Chris Duncan in the first round, or the second round, Chris Duncan knocks Terrence McKinney's ass out or submits him. So this is a finish or get finished fight. So Terrence McKinney has to finish Chris Duncan in the first round, or he's getting finished in the second. That's what I think is going to happen. Guarantee. This is a finish fight. I'm going with Terrence McKinney on this one. I think that in that first round, Chris Duncan, in my opinion, from what I've been watching, he starts a little slower. I know he has that first round submission over Oki, but he starts a little slower. The Torres fight, he got submitted in the first round. I think that he starts a little slower and then he picks up his pace in the second and third round. That's usually when he gets his finishes in the second or he takes a decision. But I don't see this fight going to decision. This is going to be finished or get finished fight, and I'm leaning towards Terrence McKinney on this one. I think Terrence McKinney is going to take this one home in the first round by finish, which good. I fucking love this kid. This man's awesome. I love Terrence McKinney. I don't know why I'm calling him kid. He's 31 years old. This kid's great. What's the question? Terrence McKinney? I love the kid. He's a great kid. He's going to win this fight by finish in the first round. Guaranteed. Lock it. Moving on, bro. What the hell are we talking about here, too? What the hell are we talking about saying Grant Dawson is winning this fight? Grant Dawson is not winning this fight, guys. Grant Dawson is not winning this fight. He is getting knocked out. He is getting knocked out. Arguably in the first round. I'm arguing a first-round finish for Manuel Torres. Manuel Torres versus Grant Dawson. Manuel Torres is knocking Grant Dawson's ass out in the first round. I like Grant Dawson. I like Manuel Torres. I'm going with Torres by knockout in the first round. Not to dick ride and be like, bro, check the record, bro. Check the record, bro. He knocked out Drew Dober. I know he got knocked out by Baja Mondays. Grant Dawson is not fucking Baja Mondays, bro. You are not him. Look at this man's record, bro. Please tell me what before getting knocked out by Baja Mondays, he had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 first round finishes. No, bro, he had 8. Bro, this dude is a freak, bro. This dude is a freak. That's why I just see him getting a finish in the first round. I can't tell you the last time that, dude, getting straight punch knocked out by fucking Bobby Green, that's what sold it for me. Grant Dawson getting straight punch knocked out by but King Green, bro. Are we for real? Are we for real? Yeah, buddy. You're done. You're done. Yeah, you're getting knocked out first round. Manuel Torres by knockout. Moving on to the main card. Let's go. I bring legendary push power to this fight. Legendary push power. Jan Blachowicz. Jan Blachowicz is winning this fight. I like Bogdan Guskov, but I think that this is too steep of a jump. I know people have been kind of writing Jan Blachowicz off. He's on a little bit of a losing streak. Arguably won the Pereira fight. Arguably won the Ankalaev fight. And the Carlos Ulberg fight was also I don't want to say arguable, but the split decision Pereira, he took Adesanya's he fucking smashed Adesanya and took away his undefeated, made sure he couldn't be double champion. Jan Blachowicz is good. People just forget how good he is. I think that this fight is going to remind everybody who we're dealing with here. What are the odds, bro? What that? Why are they so close, bro? I know. So Bogdan has this really crazy right hand early. He like hooks his right hand. It's nasty, bro. It's nasty. But the Ryan Spann knockout and stuff like that, like those are nasty knockouts with the right hand. But I think Blachowicz is just too big for him, bro. I think Blachowicz is just too big. He's got a reach difference. Is it Blachowicz that John Anik was like his legs are actually longer than the champion Jan Blachowicz. I could be wrong, but let me know. Let me know in the comments if you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I think Blachowicz is gonna show us and remind us why we are rooting for him, bro. I love Blachowicz. I hope he can get this done. And you know, sorry Bogdan, bro. Sorry Bogdan. Unless Bogdan, flukes a win like Carlos Ulberg did over the GOAT Dominic Reyes and just like bombs Jan Blachowicz early in the first round. I see Jan Blachowicz kind of just overwhelming him with his legendary push power. I've bring legendary push power to this fight, and I'm going to finish Bogdan Guskov. Yeah, I think Jan Blachowicz is going to finish Bogdan. I think it is a finish. I know I'm saying finish for just about all these fights, but dude, I'm excited for this. I'm excited for this card, man. I gotta say finish. Moving on. I don't think this is gonna be a finish. I'm gonna say it. I don't think this is gonna be a finish, guys. I think Peyton Talbot's gonna win this by decision. I don't know why the narrative that I've seen online and in MMA, the MMA community, it's like Cejudo by submission or Cejudo by smudge decision or Talbot by knockout. Talbot's not gonna knock him out. Cejudo's just gonna get overwhelmed, bro. Look at this midget compared to 5'4" to 5'10", 64-inch reach to 70.5-inch reach, bro. Peyton Talbot's just gonna overwhelm him. People forget, man. Henry Cejudo is. Tell me the last time that Henry Cejudo has taken somebody down. Look at all these fights. Song Yadong, a striker, he like goes for takedowns, but he doesn't do anything with it. He's not wrestling any of these fights. He's a wrestler, but he's not wrestling in these fights. He's standing and he's just pitter-patter striking. He's feinting like a motherfucker. Henry Cejudo is a feint freak. This dude, all this fucking dude does is feint. Talbot's gonna overwhelm him. Talbot's scramble is also just phenomenal. He proved that in the he proved that in the Lima fight. Watch that fight in the Barcelos fight as well. He really showed us he can scramble like a motherfucker, man. He can really scramble like a motherfucker. Yeah, Cejudo's going back to retirement. Peyton Talbot's going to win this by decision. I think it's be unanimous. 29-28, all three cards. Maybe a 10-8 round there. Maybe a 10-8 round or two. But I just think that Cejudo just, dude, we all fucking hate Triple C, but I'm not like a huge Peyton Talbot fan, but I think that Talbot can get this done. I'm rooting for Talbot by decision on this fight. Moving on. Bro, I don't know why the odds are so close on this one too, man. Look at the odds there. If you can see, they're pretty much pick 'em. I love Brandon Moreno. I loved his title run when he got that belt and he put the belt on. They're like, what does this feel? What does this feel like? Brandon Moreno, you're finally a champion. He's like, it feels so good. It feels so good. I worked so hard for this. But you know what though? I'm so happy. Thank you. That's what we're gonna hear at the end of the night. Tatsuro Taira is submitting Brandon Moreno. Take a look at the times that Brandon Moreno would get out-wrestled. When does he get out-wrestled? It's when his back gets taken. And Tatsuro Taira is a nasty back taker. He takes your bag, he gets that seatbelt in, and he goes for the rear naked. Again, just take a look. The Pantoja fight, Pantoja took Moreno's back pretty easily. I know it's Pantoja, but he was able to take his back, get the seatbelt in, and just kind of hold him there. But I don't think Taira's just going to hold him. Look at Brandon Moreno's fight against Brendan Royval. Yeah, it was you got smashed, bro. You got like overwhelmed. It was kind of a smudge fest. Look at the Taira fight against Royval. Absolute fucking war. Absolute war. And for that reason, I just gotta say, I think Taira's gonna get this done. I think Taira's gonna lock it in. I think Taira's gonna win by submission. And I love Taira. I love Brandon Moreno, but I'm leaning with Taira on this one. I'm so happy, thank you. So I think Tatsuro Taira's going to win this by submission. Moving on to the fight that I literally, like, I'm losing sleep over how excited I am for this fight. Bro, the GOAT Joshua Van is going to be champion. You're going to hear and new at the end of the night. Joshua Van has what it takes to beat Pantoja. I love Pantoja. He's a phenomenal champion, but Joshua Van has what it takes. I love Joshua Van. I'm a Joshua Van glazer. I know that there's so much Joshua Van glaze coming in, but I'm a all-time Joshua Van glazer. Seriously, people don't understand. Please watch some of these older fights. These guys who are just like, dude, Joshua Van can't defend a takedown, can't defend a takedown. Bro, watch some of these fights. This dude's scramble, this dude's fucking sprawl is excellent, especially in the center of the octagon. His sprawl is incredible. Joshua Van is an amazing sprawl. But the one thing that I think is gonna kind of push him to win this by decision, I don't think this is gonna be a finish. I think this is gonna be an absolute war, and Joshua Van's gonna win this by decision, maybe a split decision. But Pantoja has like these dips where he slows down for a little bit in rounds so that he's not constantly putting pressure. He starts off the first round. Watch the Kai Kara France fight. He does it there. He starts and he pushes in instantly, and he puts Kara France right to the cage and is able to control him against the cage. That's where he thrives on his takedowns, and his control with the grappling is against the cage. But watch most of Joshua Van's fights. He does such a great job at putting pressure on and staying in the center of that octagon and not being pushed back. Watch the Royval fight. Even if you've seen it already, watch it again. That's one of the greatest. That's probably one of the greatest flyweight fights I've ever seen in my life. But I think Joshua Van's boxing and his adaptability, he adapts so well after each round. I think that he's going to surprise everybody with his wrestling, with his anti-wrestling, I should say, his takedown defense. And I think the hands are going to be overwhelm Pantoja. I think Joshua Van, he starts slow, but he picks up pace. That's why every time I watch one of these Joshua Van fights, I always think, bro, what is this guy going to look like in these championship rounds? So I'm actually ecstatic to see him enter these championship rounds, because I think that he's going to push the pace so far and just kind of overwhelm Pantoja in these later rounds. I love Pantoja. He's an excellent champion. If he wins, I won't be like super upset. I know Joshua Van will be a champion one day. Maybe not today. Maybe not tomorrow. Maybe not the day after that. Maybe not next month. But one day I will be champion. Yeah, Joshua Van's going to be champion one day. It might be this Saturday. In my opinion, I think it's going to be this Saturday. Joshua Van has what it takes to beat Pantoja. Seriously, don't count Joshua Van out. Joshua Van Glazers, stay up, bro. We are rooting for Joshua Van to win this fight. And the last fight, the main fight, bro. Does Peter Yan have a chance? Does he have a chance? I think not. I know he was injured. His right hand was like infected or something in their first fight. But who has shown improvement in their fights since then? Not Peter Yan. Peter Yan went to decision with Marcus McGee. He beat Figueiredo by decision. He beat Yudong by decision. He's beating these guys by decision. Merab is just smothering and killing these guys. Submitting O'Malley the next time he fights him. He learns. Merab is he is one of the greatest fighters ever. I know there's so much Merab glaze, but he adapts and he evolves so well over time. I think Merab's going to just overwhelm Yan. I know Jan's got good strength, but he doesn't have finishing ability. I know everybody thinks that Peter Yan's just going to fluke and like flatline Merab in like the second round or something. I can't see that happening. I can't. Tell me the last time Peter Yan's flatlined somebody like that bad. I seriously, I don't remember the last time that's happened. I think that Merab's just going to just spam takedowns. His cardio is just too good. It's just too good. He's just going to smash Yan, and I think that he's going to finish him. I think Merab is going to get a finish in this fight. I think Merab is going to get the finish over Peter Yan. May that be submission and locking it up on the ground after he just completely gasses him out, maybe the third or fourth round, and it's just ragdolling around, just like Sandhagen, just like O'Malley, just like all these guys were. In the beginning, they start hot. Arguably, Sandhagen won round 1 and round 4. But there's moments in that fight where Merab almost knocked him out. He was beating him senseless. He's just ragdolling him around. Merab, that's exactly what's going to happen in this fight. I think it's going to be very similar to the first fight where I think Merab's going to get 20 takedowns. I think Merab's going to shoot 20 takedowns. I think he might land 20 takedowns. I'm not. Bro, the Peter Yan army is trying to get me. Tell me why my headset just disconnected there. Tell me why my headset just disconnected when I was glazing Merab. What is happening, bro? What is happening? The Peter Yan army is after me. The Petr Yan army is after me. I love Petr Yan. This dude's awesome. I would like to see him win, but I think Merab's just too dominant of a champion. I think Merab's going to get this one done, and I think he's going to finish him. I seriously think Merab's going to get the finish in this fight. He's just shown so much improvement over time, and it's just been I think it's gonna be too much for Petr Yan to handle. And I hope that Umar wins that Figgy fight so we can get Umar Merab too. If not, then you know we'll take Figgy again, or I don't know, man. Merab's just such a dominant champion. I'm really excited for this fight. I'm really excited for this entire event. So let me know what your guys' thoughts and opinions are in the comments. Do you think Merab's going to win? Do you think Joshua Van's going to win? Let me know who you think is going to win down in the comments below. Subscribe, like the video. The Madness MMA army is growing ever so slightly every day. We're at 30 subscribers for about a week, and now we're at 31. So the army is constantly growing, guys. Seriously. Thank you so much for the support on the last video. Look forward to, after this event, I will be posting my immediate reaction and coverage over the entire card. And stay humble. Peace.